I met a Gypsy.
What have you got the most wins or podiums at?
Half miles.
Yeah. And is that more because it's the closest to the Aussie stuff, you reckon?
Closest size, but totally different surfaces. Like Oz is all loose.
Yeah.
And if it's not loose, it's oil.
Yeah.
We're over there. We race on tracks that are just like red clay slick. Like, it's so hard to describe how slick it actually is. Like, it's like you got to be really careful. Like, we got to ride rear brake, control wheel spin. You know, like, but we don't have like MotoGP, like electronics and all that fancy, you know, whatever. So,
do you have any traction control?
Oh no, just what the KTM comes with, standard stuff.
Do you use it or?
I use it, yeah.
Yeah, okay, it makes a difference.
For me, yeah.
Yeah.
Just slows off the initial throttle pull.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, so, yeah, like it's just real slick and whatnot. But I don't know, being a taller guy, I think it helps on the slick tracks because I can get my body weight around more on the bike.
Yeah.
But then like on the miles, it's tougher because we're trying to get low and we're going to try and draft and stuff, and being tall sucks for that.
Yeah.
And like, even though I'm like 70 kilos, at
You've
6'4", I got a huge hole, but I'm still like heavy.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I'm racing people that are like old Bill.
Yeah,
like,
right.
Like 15-year-old Bill, like tiny.
Yeah.
So it's tough, you know, trying to draft small people when they have a good bike.
Yeah, right.
So, but yeah, no.
So the bikes you're just topped out, max speed.
Oh yeah, like just wide open.
That's insane.
Yeah. So like sometimes we'll have a pack of like 14 like drafting each other, like spread out, and like yeah, it's pretty gnarly.
What's a good highlights? Let's watch is there anything?
Yeah, that'd be something. Like, it's just so tough. Like, so they just have like the full sessions on there.
Is like the video package and stuff like good? What they do like post event?
We have some pretty good
KB,
clips.
shout out.
Yeah, Kristen. That's just a full weekend. So that's like
just play it and we'll just fast forward through a little bit. Just don't run the audio. So like, just try and go to like the main.
Which one's this one? This is the start of the year. Oh, this is the start of the year. This track. So this track here is brutal. Like, it was super wet, and they rushed us on the track.
So let's go to the one you're in. Oh,
so
yeah,
I'm
you're second. Yeah.
So this was the first race of the year, and it was just like brutal. Like, it was so rough and like it was just. If they show, like, you'll see some moments on this one, but this one's more spread out. It's a half mile.
So where's this race?
This is at Volusia, Florida, like 20 minutes from Daytona.
Yep, sick.
But yeah, as I said, we're flat out here.
I'll put the sound on actually, Griff. I want to hear these bikes just go. So you're just fifth gear here. Turn down a tiny bit.
No, we'll go fourth. So like fourth for us is like stronger gear.
Yeah, okay.
But like, watch this. Like sometimes it's a pretty good race, but it's rough. Like the bumps are pretty small. Like they're way small compared to motocross.
The speed that you go on.
Speed, and they're square edge. Like they are so like, you hit them and like, it's just like, yeah, it just grabs your bars.
And especially with that bigger front tyre too.
For sure, yeah. Once it gets moving, it gets moving.
Yeah, there's just so much more weight and inertia, eh?
Yeah.
So what's the average, like, technique, I guess? Like, how would you describe, like, what you've got to do?
So, like, see this guy...
Just mute it again, Griff.
This guy here at 79, Dalton, he's got a really good style. You want to he's pretty tall too, like me.
Yeah.
So like your left leg, ideally you want to have it behind the bars,
yeah,
which is like totally different to what motocross. You want to get that thing straight out in front. But like, see, like they want their leg behind the bars, because taller guys, when you throw the bike down the side, it'll hit your knee and it won't turn under. Yeah. So like, this is my teammate Cody. He killed it, but he rode really good all year. He won Jam Chip. But
he looks like a smaller dude compared to you.
He's like 6 foot, 6'1".
Oh, okay.
So he's pretty tall too.
Yeah.
But yeah, like he just destroyed us this night. Like he made us look like idiots. But
so yeah, you want to get
you want to get your leg, and you want to balance. Like you'll see on the edge off the corner, he'll like scoot back a lot.
Yeah.
Trying to get the weight to the rear, which you can get traction, and then like coming in, you want to be way forward to turn like.
To get the weight on the
front and whatnot, and then on the exit, off like from middle to exit, you want to start scooting back the weight. Yeah. Getting the traction, because flat track is all about traction.
And so are you spinning the rear wheel most of the time?
Here we were, but a lot of tracks like no, like you want to be wheels in line, because when you're spinning you get no traction. Like this here, these two, Chase comes down here because these are two rookies and they were just going after it.
Yeah, yeah.
This is the first race, and they're both battling for a podium their first year. But yeah, like I think actually Tyler Scott gets in a chase, but yeah, it's cool. Like it's every track's different the way you ride. Like after this, I'll show you a video of like a good track to watch. Like 'cause this one's kind of like.
And so, what's when you guys lower the suspension? Like, what does that change? Like, so if you had this exact same setup, okay, yeah.
But it's not good in Oz because Oz is way rougher.
Yeah, okay.
And like we're bouncing off walls and everything.
Yeah.
So like you need that travel in Oz, but over here we don't go anywhere near a wall and whatnot, so it's not too bad. And for the miles too, drafting, obviously you want to be smaller and more compact, which works. But the lower suspension just helps out, honestly.
Yeah, just across the board.
Yeah.
So what's a good track that we should watch?
So watch Lima.
So how would you spell that?
Go search bar and just go Lima. Go down. There's nothing, surely. There has to be something. Just put in just put in Lima half mile.
Yeah, it's super interesting to watch because it's such like an old school.
So like this is Shayna. So if you go, go second one down. That's third. If you go to the main event, like you'll see like this is like
that looks like a pretty dope track.
This one,
Indiana baby.
This one here is pretty sick. So these are the twins. So this is the twins. Yeah. So like Roost and like this is the track you want to be sideways at, but like this track's just like a cool atmosphere, like the Roost, and it's just different because we race on clay tracks all year. Yeah.
So what's this like more granity kind of?
This is like decomposed granite. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, like mate, you see some shapes get pulled here because this turns into Oz.
Yeah. Right.
Like loose dirt. And gnarly, but like see like there's chain link fences and stuff on the outside, and like yeah, it's kind of brutal. That
seems so gnarly. So what speed are these guys going?
Like here they'd be doing 150 here, probably 160.
Yeah. Oh, so Weege just commentates this as well.
Yeah, Weege commentates.
That's so epic. That just makes flat track.
Well, we have Ralph Shaheen now too.
Oh right.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah.
So go to your main event in this one then.
Was I racing this year? Oh yeah, I was. This is Cowie days, and I was nowhere to be seen. Go back to, I think twins are normally last, so like no, that's the twins. Go more forward. No, like other way. Yeah, keep going more. Like other way. Yeah, that way.
Was that chick?
Yeah, that's Shayna. She won this race.
Wow, against the dudes.
Yeah, she's gnarly.
Dude, what a gangster.
Yeah, so like these are the 450s and yeah.
So this is a track where you're fifth, wide open, basically.
Well, we use fourth everywhere. Sometimes on the straights we click fifth on the miles, but like mainly fourth on the circle tracks because I don't know why. I think it's just a stronger gear.
Yeah.
But so this is 19 when I was doing it myself with Dad, but that's Shayna leading.
What an animal, man.
Yeah, that's it. She's like 5, like I don't know, like she's probably like 5'2" or something, but she is an animal.
So who's that there?
That's Dan Brumman. That's like he was the old. So this was the first year the KTM came into the series in 2019.
Okay.
But yeah, like I don't know, it's just different. It's cool.
Yeah. No, it's awesome, man. It's like what seems gnarly watching it is that you've got no weight on the inside of the bike. So as soon as the bike comes back in, there's no leg against it because like if you're turning left like that on a dirt bike, your foot is still kind of against the side of the bike. So like you've still got some weight there. That's crazy that a chick is winning like the elite top of the top motorsport.
For sure.
You just don't. There's not really any other motorsport where like that's the case.
But then like we have the TTs, which is like Sipes. So like if you go Buffalo Chip, that's when the one Sipes wins, and he was
right. So this is what Sipes does, right?
Yeah, Sipes I raced like so last year it was actually sick. Let's put Buffalo Chip TT.
This is really adding to my YouTube algorithm. I love it. Oh, here we go. Sipes on the front.
So go to like go back like other way, no like left. Yeah, go like dude. Sipes is smoked us here.
Really?
Yeah, right here. So this is like the going through the bars. Like this is sick because like we're going through, it's packed. Like there's people everywhere.
Yeah, Sturgis is wild.
We have like no real pit area. Like it's just like free for all, and like look at the people. Like it's packed.
Yeah, that's epic. General store and bar.
Yeah, it's like out of a movie.
So where are you? This was privateers. That's you back there.
Yeah, past some guy that just fell on the ground. How's Jeff Ward too?
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Shout out to the great man.
Yeah.
And so then the TT is the one where you've got all
the
like
front brake,
the corners and the front brake and stuff like that.
So, like Miller would be like incredible at this.
Yeah.
This is like right up Miller's alley.
Dude, I want to see him do it so bad,
But yeah, so like last year at Atlanta TT, I had Sipes and Pastrana as my teammates.
Really?
Yeah, it was so sick.
How cool was that?
Yeah, 21. Yeah. No,
Travis is a cool guy too. I mean, Sipes is as well.
Yeah, like dude, Travis was like, I was like, oh, this guy's gonna be like, he's massive. I'm like, oh, he'll be like,
too cool.
Yeah, he'd be like, oh, whatever, flat track. Dude, he was like the coolest guy you ever met. He's like Miller. Like he's just like, hey, what's up? Like, I don't know, he's just chill. That's cool.
Yeah. I think that's the thing with just mute. I think that's the thing with dudes, though. That's what I've always found anyway, and I find this to be very consistent just in life in general, is that the guys at the very top, like Ricky Carmichael, Travis Pastrana, Jack Miller, like that level of dude is always just the nicest, coolest guy for the most part. Like 9 out of 10 guys on that level are just going to be like that.
Yeah.
It's all the dickheads that are in the middle.
Yeah.
and then you go down the very bottom, and then it's like the average Joes. They're the nicest people in the world. So it's like the top are the exact same. All the dickheads in the middle are the ones that
exactly. And like that's the thing about flat track. Like it's just a flat track around it. You know, a bunch of guys going for it, but it's just way like in real life. It's way more like it's like we're going fast and. You know, it's just different. It's kind of like even when I watch it on like YouTube, it's like, oh, this looks like nothing exciting. Like no one's doing like huge triples or whatever. But when you're there in real life, you know, we're going fast, which is like the biggest part I think of it. And then like the short tracks, the real small ones, are fun because like people just smash into each other, and it's like just throws another. It's like the 4 different. It's like to win a championship, you got to be really good at everything.
Yeah.
You can't just be like you know.
Half mile specialist.
Yeah, you got to be everything, which is like super cool. Which I think I struggled with the most in the first 2 years.
Yeah,
like I wasn't all rounded.
Yeah,
and I struggled a lot at certain tracks, and then like now I'm better at all the you know, like I'm more. I podiumed every single style of track.
Yeah.
So it's good in that way that I think, you know, it makes another like adversity. It brings another bit of, you know, adversity to it. Whatever. You got to be good at all. And like it's like motocross. Like we have like loose tracks like Southwick, and then we have like really hard packed tracks. Yeah. That like are blue from top to bottom, and it's just it's cool. It's different.
If you enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe. And to listen to the full 3-hour podcast, search Gypsy Tales in your favorite podcast platform or click the link in the description below. Gypsy Gang.